It therefore was implicitly critical of all hierarchical systems that sought to discriminate between the worthy and the unworthy, the deserving and the undeserving, the pure and the impure. It was critical of discrimination of gender, class, race, sexual orientation, and age. And those with a stake in maintaining hierarchical systems for the sake of good order, personal power, and security, or institutional gain, saw Jesus and the early Christians as a threat to be, if necessary, eliminated. Peace for Jesus was about forging mutual relationships where others were empowered to be more fully who they could be. The acts of befriending, loving, and making justice incarnate the peace of God among us. Lastly, peace for Jesus was about choosing a less traveled road, of offering one's own vulnerability as a source of resistance. Remaining nonviolent in the face of overwhelming personal and structural violence takes an amazing resilience and strength of soul. Matthew records Jesus as saying, "You have heard that it was said, an eye for an eye and a tooth for a tooth. But I say to you, do not resist an evildoer. But if anyone strikes you on the right cheek, turn the other also. And if anyone wants to sue you and take your coat, give them your cloak as well. And if anyone forces you to go 1 mile, go also the 2nd mile. Give to everyone who begs from you, and do not refuse anyone who wants to borrow from you. You have heard that it was said, you shall love your neighbor and hate your enemy. But I say to you, love your enemies and pray for those who persecute you." It is a mistake to think that Jesus was advocating passivity, a rollover approach to the oppression of Rome. Rather, it was the nonviolent strategy perfected much later by the likes of Tefiti, Gandhi, and Martin Luther King, Jr. It is grounded in maintaining your dignity and appealing to the humanity hidden within your enemy. When he strikes you, don't retaliate, but stand your ground. Yes, he may strike you again, but he has also seen the strength of your determination. When he bullies you into forcibly taking his gear 1 mile, offer to take it 2. Don't let his violence take away your generosity of spirit. Admittedly, it's not an easy thing to do. Our old lizard brain at the base of our skull and atop of our spine is wired to take flight or fight in the face of threats. As our species evolved, we developed the neocortex. With it, we are capable of considering other options, including nonviolent resistance. But primal fear can still override this higher functioning. The cross is our antidote. It is our reminder of our freedom. Fear does not have to have the final word, but it is not overcome by simply choosing not to be afraid or proclaiming the cross has made us free. It won't just happen. It has to be painstakingly learned and practiced. It has to be lived. And it can't be done alone. It is learned through our relationships. There is no other way of attaining that higher consciousness that knows that everyone is one with all that is. It is that awareness that leads to a fearless life, disturbing the peace with hope, love, and truth. It is a life of resisting violence actively, but not violently, by resisting retaliation, working for reconciliation, by overcoming evil with good, by loving our enemies, by loving our neighbors, even when different or foreigners, by accepting and absorbing hostility, by working for justice, and by healing imaginatively without the use of force. The cross is our reminder that there is an alternative to Pilate's authoritarian understanding of us-them social and relational power, both inside and outside of the church. The cross is our reminder of Stephen Biko's understanding of mutuality. You are worthy. I am worthy. You are loved. I am loved. You are free. I am free. The cross is our reminder that healing a broken world is not a private or individualistic task. We can't do it alone, nor can anyone do it for us. Fortunately, there are enough crosses to go around. Disturbing? Yes. But until we know Jesus' peace, we will know no peace.